Don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some...
Hi, Assalamualaikum to everyone. My name is Muhammad Muzaffar Shah bin Azmi. My matrix number is 202972. Okay, so as for this time task, I would like to do some reflection video about continuity versus uniform continuity. So there's a reference video on YouTube. I will give you the link above, or maybe I will paste the link at the description below, so maybe you guys can go and check it out. Okay, so as for now, I will try to do some reflection, or I try to understand what are this video actually try to explain to me. Okay.
Let's go ahead and write down the conditions for continuity and break it down further. So we have the absolute value of x minus c less the delta. And that...
Okay, alright. So after watching the video from the math sorcerer about continuity versus uniform continuity, so firstly, the different obviously are in the definition itself. Okay, so for continuous, it says that f is continuous on any real number if every number of c are in the real number and every epsilon are greater than 0. Then it can exist a delta larger than 0, such that for every x are in the real number which is the absolute value of x minus c is lesser than delta, so that we will have some equation which is fx minus fc, absolute value of fx minus fc is less than epsilon. While for uniform continuity, the definition is f is uniformly continuous on any real number if every epsilon is greater than 0. There can be exist a delta bigger than 0, such that every number x and y are in the real number with absolute value of x minus y is less than delta, so that we have the equation of absolute value of fx minus fy which is lesser than epsilon. So if we look at the definition of the continuity, so the definitions, we can say that the delta in the continuity is depend on the c, or we can call it as x, because it lays on the x-axis. So for continuity, the delta will depend on x or c, and also the epsilon. Epsilon is the value of the y on the graph, y-axis of the graph. However, for the uniform continuity, I can see that the delta is only depend on the epsilon. So it did not depend it did not depend on any number of we can say x-axis. Okay, so let me show some example, which is I have some graph over here. Alright, so if you can see, if you can see, this is the y-axis and this is the x-axis. Okay, first, okay, from the video, it shows that how they managed to get the C plus delta, C minus delta, FC minus epsilon, FC, and FC plus epsilon. So you guys can check the video out. This is the link, so you can check the video. Okay, you can check the video to know that how they managed to get this. Okay, so from the, we call it range, we can draw a circle, which is we can draw the circle between this range. And I also already draw some, this we call it some curve. Okay, so from continuous they can change the position of this rectangle, which is mean we can change the value over here. Maybe if they can this what we call this, if we maybe we draw this more longer, maybe above or below, so we can draw another rectangle, because the delta is depend on the C and the epsilon. However, for the uniformly continuous, they only can use the same rectangle. Because of what? They only depend on the epsilon value. The x value or C value does not affect it at all. Okay, it just depend on the epsilon. So there's only one rectangle. They will only use one rectangle to use as a reference. Alright, so from the video, I think I learned a lot about continuity and uniform continuity. Maybe I did not get a full knowledge about it, but at least I know some. I can differentiate now what is continuity and the uniform continuity. So now I have at least gained some knowledge through this video reflection. Alright, that's all from me. So that's all from me for today. Maybe I will the very last video about Taylor and Maclaurin. Okay, thank you.